Hello students, I hope you all are safe at your home. So here is our new chapter, that is chapter number 3, major landforms. We know that our earth looks like a ball from universe. Okay, and that ball contains some amount of water in it and a land, and those lands are in the form of continents. Okay, so the large land masses are called continents, and the water bodies are called oceans. There are four major oceans and seven continents. Okay, so about 29% of earth's surface is under land, and about 71% of earth's surface is under water. Okay, now the surface of the earth is not uniform and is always changing. Okay, the surface of the earth is continuously changing because of its spherical in shape and continuous rotation on its own axis. Okay, we know that earth is rotating in its own axis. This is the earth, like this. Okay, so this earth is rotating in this way from here to here, this side, and it is continuously rotating. Okay, so here now we have the earth, the landform. The flat part is called plains. Okay, the part which is rises from the hills, rises from the hills, that is called. Wait. Yes. Now look, this is the flat part. Okay, so this is known as plains. If a part rises like this from here and here, so these are called hills. Okay, and hills, mountains, or plateaus. Okay, plateaus also are the regions of high altitude. Okay, they are just surrounded by the uh, mountains. Okay, so these, the plains, plateaus, mountains, these are called relief features of earth. Okay, now we start first relief feature, that is mountain. So mountains are the elevated part of the earth's surface. Okay, mountains are the elevated part. Now what is elevated part? Look, this is the flat part. Okay, and this is the elevated part. Like here, if this is some mountain, okay, mountain, so this is the mountain and this is the flat part. Okay, so the elevated part of earth is known as mountain. Okay, now the mountain should be 900-meter higher than the surrounding areas. Means this is the surrounding area and this is the mountain, so it must be above 900-meter above this sea level. Okay, above this surrounding area. Okay, now the mountains have steep slopes. Steep means like a throne, एक कांटे टाइप का. Okay, so the mountains are the highest landforms on the earth's surface. At first sight, all mountains on the earth look alike, but they are formed in different ways. Okay, means we see any mountain, we just observe that it is made as it is. Okay, but it takes many years to form a mountain. Okay, so the mountains are the highest landforms on the surface of the earth. Highest landform means there is no other relief feature which is higher than mountain. Okay, look, like this. So this is the highest top order of the mountain. Okay, so there will not be any other relief features, these relief features, that is higher than the mountain. Okay, so mountain is the highest landform. Now at first sight, all the mountains, the height and shape of the mountain are vary from region to region. Yes, not every mountain is higher than the Mount Everest. Mount Everest is the highest peak of our India. Okay, so All the variations in the mountains are mainly due to the age of the mountains. Okay, yes, mountains also have the age, like the Himalayan mountain. Okay, Himalaya mountain in our above part means northern part in China, in India, covering most of the part and making the border between India and China. Okay, so that is the youngest mountain, and the oldest mountain of India is Aravalli range. Now the young mountains are very high, have sharp features and conical peaks. They are newly made. Okay, so their peaks are conical. Conical means in this way. This is the steep. Steep means throne, nukila type. Okay, then the old mountains are low. They are not as higher than Himalayas mountain. Okay, they are low and their peaks have rounded features. Okay, at some places, several mountains join together to form a range, such as Andes Mountain in the South America and Rockies mountain range in the North America. The range means like this is we have a flat. Now this is another mountain, this is another mountain, this is another mountain, this is another. So they together joint each other with the time. Okay, they will join from here and they will look like this. Okay, so now these all together forms a range. Okay, and this range is known as Andes mountain in South America and Rockies mountain range in North America. Okay, some of the mountains ranges remain under ice and snow almost throughout the year. Okay, like take the example of mountain, this Himalaya mountain, it is covered with the ice throughout the year. Okay, so we also have some advantages of having the mountains in our earth. What are those advantages? That mountains do not permit hot or cold winds to enter this region. Okay, like look at this photo, this. So we are living here. Suppose we are living here. So the air, hot air comes from here. Okay, comes from this side, will get struck to the mountains. Okay, so they will not reach to our side. Okay, because hot air rises up. Hot air rises up. Okay, and also the cold air also, they get stuck to the mountain. Okay, so means the area, this area will be more safe, that it does not receive too hot winds and too cold winds. Okay, the river originating from mountains provide almost water almost throughout the year. Yes, that river which is originated from the mountain. Okay, the river which is originated from the mountain means it is developing from the mountain, it provides water throughout the year. Okay, the best example of that is Ganga and Yamuna. They are they are just providing the water throughout the year. Okay, and they are originated from mountains which is Gangotri and Yamunotri. Okay, so the slopes of the mountains have thick forest and rich grasslands. Yes, they have thick forest. Some mountain range have rich deposits of minerals. Many health and tourist resorts have developed in the mountains. The rocks and salts from the mountain are used for building roads and buildings. Okay, now plateaus. What are the plateaus? So we have learnt about mountains. Mountains are very high. Okay, but the plateaus are just lower than the mountain and above than the flat surface. Okay, like this is the flat surface, mountains go up to this part, and the above part here, it rises from the ground level. Okay, so these are the plateaus. Okay, plateaus. Now these plateaus are covered by mountains. or higher areas. Okay, so here this is the mountain part. Okay, it is covered from mountain and this side. Okay, so these are the plateaus. Now most of the plateaus are large and spread over hundred of kilometers. Okay, the height of plateaus is normally more than 500 meter. Look, we have discussed about mountains height. It is above 900 meter. Okay, but the height of plateaus is 500 meter. They are found in every continent. There are plateaus in every continent, each seven continent in the world. Okay, so they are found in every continent and cover about one third part of the earth's surface. Now the Deccan Plateau of India is very large. We have a plateau like its name is Deccan Plateau. Okay, and the plateau of Tibet in China surrounded by the mountains from all sides. The plateau of Tibet in China is surrounded by the mountains ranges on all sides. Okay, now some plateaus have deep canyons such as the Great Canyons of Colorado in USA. So what are the canyons here? Look at this image. You can see a sharp stones here. Okay, these sharp stones form a valley like structure here. This is known as canyons. Okay, so the greatest canyon is Grand Canyon of Colorado. Due to high altitude, they are very high above the sea level. Okay, so some of the plateau regions have cool climate. Now we have some uses of plateaus also. Some old plateaus, especially the lava plateaus, are rich in minerals such as iron, copper, silver, bauxite. Okay, these are the minerals. By iron we are used to make many equipments. Copper also, the wires, the charger cables are also made up of wires. Okay, silver, bauxite, etc. Now, the plateaus located in the tropical areas such as Deccan Plateau of India are good for growing crops. Look, the plateaus in our India is the southern part of the India. Okay, so there the crops are growing very much and very good crops are grown there. So the river can develop waterfalls due to steep sides. They provide suitable sites for producing hydroelectricity. Look, when river passes through the plateau regions, okay, they form a waterfall. Okay, so here is one of the question you all have to tell about waterfall that you have seen. Okay, now some plateau regions have rich grasslands which are used for rearing cattle and sheep. Most plateaus are in the dry regions on the leeward side of the mountain and have cool climate. Now plains, what are plains? Now we have discussed about the toppest point of the earth which are mountains. A region just below the mountain is plateau and the region below the plateau is plains. Okay, so they are also called lowlands. Now some plains areas are level while some of them have gently sloping land. The plain area is generally less than 200 meter in height and are flat part. Okay, so basically the plains are the lowest part of the earth. Okay, first is mountain, then plateau, then we have the lands. So its height is just above 2 meters, 200 meters in height. The slope is always gentle. They have always a flat part. Look at this image. This is the plain area like our playground also. Okay, look at up to the sky that is looking over here. We have a flat part, straight flat part. Okay, so this is the plains. Now most plains are suitable with climatic condition and are thickly populated. The area in which we are living is a plain area. Okay, so we have a suitable climatic conditions here. Okay, we are going through the summer days as well, the winter days, the autumn season also. Okay, so the climate of our area is suitable. Okay, Now the plains have the following advantages also. So what are the advantages of flat parts are: the plains in the river valleys have fertile soil. Okay, because we are growing crops throughout the year. We have divided the crops in two parts. One is rabi crop and another is kharif crop. Okay, so throughout the year we are just cultivating the fields. So because we are living on a plain area, and plain area are rich fertile in soil. Okay, now it is easy to build different modes of transport in plains, such as roads, railways, airports, etc. Okay, if we have a flat part, straight part, flat part like a playground, we can easily make a road there. Okay, now the irrigation facilities are built in plain areas such as canals. Look, in plateaus they are just below the mountains, so the rivers originating from the mountain directly supplies the water to the plateaus. But for plains we have made a canal. Canal is a human made or man made river type. Okay, in Hindi it is said, what does canal is Neher. Okay, it is like this. Both of these part are cemented. Okay, and this is deep like a river. So from here the water gets supplied to all the areas. Okay, those who want, they just put their motors on the bank of that canal and takes out the water, okay, for irrigation. Okay, now this is the checkpoint that you have to cross the wrong statements here. So what are the wrong statements here? The Himalayas are young mountains, absolutely true. The Rockies in the North America are a vast plain land. No, they are not plain lands, they are mountain ranges. Okay, the plateau of Tibet is surrounded by water on all sides. No, the plateau of Tibet is surrounded by mountains on all sides. Okay, the plain areas are thickly populated. Yes, the plain areas which are suitable for living, there the people lives at very dense populate. Okay, now river valleys. So when it rains, it mount in mountains, a large part of rainwater flows as small streams. Look, like this we have, 1 minute. Like this we have mountains ranges. So if water falls on this side like this, so the water gets flowed from their corners. Okay, on all parts like this. So here I just want to tell you that uh, this rainwater flows as small streams. Now many streams can join together to form a river. Okay, they are together when they are just flowing down towards downwards. So if they join together, they just flow like a river. Okay, so the river can cut the rocks along the slopes of mountains and make a valley for themselves. They make a valley for themselves means एक रास्ता टाइप का बना लेते हैं. ओके, सो अ रिवर वैली जनरली हैज़ थ्री पार्ट्स: द अपर और द यंग पार्ट. Okay, waterfalls, the upper or the young part, this part of the river is in the mountains. Okay, like Ganga is originated from the Gangotri glacier, which is on Himalaya mountain. Okay, so that Gangotri glacier part is called the upper or the young part. Okay, then we come for middle part. So this part of river begins when the river leaves the mountain and enters the plain. Okay, so that Ganga, when Ganga leaves the Himalaya mountain, it comes towards India. Okay, so when it touches the part of India, that is the middle or mature part. Okay, and third part is lower part or old part. It is the part where the river continuous flowing. Okay, So this part of river valley is in mountains and the valley has rapids. No, we have to learn this. The lower part or the old part. So in this part the river flows slowly and mostly gets divided into many parts called distributaries. Look, like it is a mountain and a river is flowing from here in this way. So and this is the landform. So when it reach, it is young here or above part. This is upper part. Okay, now when it reaches here, this part is called middle part or mature part. Now it is just flowing from here, flowing in this way, and it gets divided to many small rivers part. These small rivers are known as distributaries. Okay, distributaries of that particular river. Now most of the rivers form delta before joining the sea, gulf or ocean. What is the delta? Now look, like this river is coming from this side and this river is coming from this side. Okay, so they together they are joining here over, and this triangular part they are making here a triangular part. Okay, so this triangular part is known as delta. Okay, now new terms to know. What terms we have discussed in our chapter? One is mountain. Okay, the land area that rises to a great height from the surrounding areas with a peak means choti. Okay, plateau, the land area just below the mountain. Plain, the area low lying flat area just below the plateaus. Now deserts are hot and dry areas which are generally covered with loose sands. Loose sands means wraith. Now canyon, a very deep valley or without river, and the walls are very steep. इट्स वॉल्स आर वेरी स्टीप मीन्स जो दीवारें रहती है ना वो बहुत नुकीली रहती हैं. द वॉल्स आर वेरी स्टीप. नाउ रैपिड, a part of a river where the water flows very fast over rocks. It is known as rapid. Now your assignment is to do the fill in the blanks, take the correct answer and match the followings. Okay, question answers I will provide you by the photographs.